Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this training topic of master data in SAP. In this topic, we will see what is a master data and why it is important to be maintained in SAP. Okay, master data actually it's a set of data which is commonly used across the entire organization and all business processes. Okay, so this is take note that this is one of the most important data which doesn't change periodically. So this is like, say for example, if you have, say, customer, you will have customer master, vendor master, material master, things like where you keep the most commonly used information. So master data actually is the core data that is essential to operations in a specific business or business unit. The kind of information treated as master data actually it varies from one industry to another and even from one company to another company. Okay, so as we can see that this is a set of data which is commonly used across the entire organization and all business process. Okay, so depending on which business process we are implementing, this data will be used there. And we will see that there are cases where the data across the business process is used. Okay, so that is where we create the master data. Master data is shared by different people for different purpose at the same time. Okay, say we will see in our next slides that how this happens. Okay, so let's go into that slide and see how the master data is shared by different people. Okay, so here we can see that this is a master data for sales and distribution, finance and material management. Okay, customer master records are maintained in sales and distribution and financial accounting. Okay, but vendor master records are maintained in material management and financial accounting. And here you can see that this is an integration point. This data is created here and used there, created here, used there. So you can see that how one business process is using the master data from another business process. So that is the reason why we create master data, because that data is created at one place and used at another place. And this is one of the most commonly used data across the organization, across the business processes. Okay, so information about material, about customers, suppliers, that doesn't change so frequently. Say for example, customers, customer name, customer address, customer location, customer contact details, all that doesn't change so often. So we call that data as the master data. Say for example, material name, material description, material properties, etc. They doesn't change. Supplier name, supplier, what they are supplying, the products that they are supplying, so all that doesn't change much. It doesn't change so frequently. Okay, so we call that as a master data. So therefore, if the user has to re-enter those information, it will be huge wastage of effort. Hence it's efficient to keep this information in a place where every user, every business process they can access. And each module will have its own master data. Okay, master data, we can use it, say for example, master data used in production process. So in production process we use all this master data like bill of material, work center, product routing, material master, product resource tool. So this is one business process where we can see these are the master data that we use. Let's take some other business process. Okay, say for example, this is the master data, very commonly used master data in SAP: customer master, vendor master, material master. Okay, master data for pricing like HR master data, bill of material. Okay, standard network, standard WBS. So all that is the master data for a particular module. So depending on the module, we will have changes in the master data. Okay, let's take an example of type of data in an SAP system. Okay, so here you can see that it is a GL account. Okay, then we have customers there, vendors, bank, and material. That is the master data for a GL account related stuff, for a finance related stuff. And what is the transaction data? Like invoice keeps changing, payment it's different every time, credit memo different, goods receipt it's going to be different for each transaction. So this is called the transaction data. Then table data, like the conditions, terms, the tolerance setting, etc. So this is the table data, but this is the master data. So this is, just take note that what is the master data here. So this is master data which is there in some key tables and which doesn't change over a period of time. Okay, and it changes but it doesn't change so frequently. Like say for example bank account, it will not change bank account number. It may be adding or changing, not that frequently, but okay. So here we saw that these are some of the very commonly used master record, like for customer master, like for vendor master. Okay, so this is something which doesn't change so frequently. So like this is one of the most commonly used data. Okay, so master data, as we have seen, that is the core data that is essential to operations of a particular module or particular business unit or particular business. And this kind of data information varies from industry to industry. Say for example for banking industry it will be different, so for manufacturing industry it will be different. So the master data will be different by industry. So one industry, telecom industry, master data could be different. Okay, mining industry master data will be different, and it even differs from one company to another company within the same industry also. Okay, so master record contains information related to individual object which remains unchanged for a long period of time. And master data is something which can be reused in a transaction processing. Say for example, let me go back to previous screen where you can see that. So GL, say one customer, he is creating so many invoices, but the master data for that particular invoice, for that particular payment, for that particular good receipt is not changing, it remains the same. So we are reusing that information. Okay, so typically there are hundreds of attributes of the same thing. Like say here it's a customer. To begin with, there is always a name, an address, could be an email address, phone number, and other contact details. To further elaborate, customer may have specific locations where they want products to be delivered. They may have specific conditions controlling the tax. There may be more than one contact person for a specific business organization acting as a customer, and there could be different billing address versus shipping address. So if we get into the details of all these, we can define hundreds of fields to represent a customer in a business oriented IT system. Okay, so take note that it will be much waste of time if all these fields are to be re-entered every time a new sales order is received from a specific customer. Alternatively, we can maintain all this data once in one place and maybe assign a number to this customer data set. So we can have a customer number. So whenever any request comes from that customer number, automatically those information gets filled in for that particular, say when we are creating a new invoice, so everything gets filled in automatically for that customer number. So we avoid that reuse. That is the beauty of SAP's master data. We can maintain all this data once in one place and maybe assign a number to this master data, and this number can be used while processing, say, order booking transaction. So by virtue of using a single number in order booking, we can tell system to copy all the relevant data in the sales order. And most of the data is defaulted to begin with and is allowed to be changed in the transaction. Say for example, shipping address is default, and if the customer wants a different address to the specific order under progress, the address can be changed on the fly. Okay, so the power of ECC, that is SAP R3 system lies in the definition and structure of its master data object. The success of an SAP R3 implementation greatly depends upon the extent and accuracy of master data maintained. Most parts of a business transaction can be automated if proper master data is pre-maintained. But sometimes it's a chicken egg story. We can't get the users to start entering master data till they say the value of system. But they can't see the value of system till the master data is maintained accurately. So this is a bridge that every implementation team goes through, and one of the biggest challenge is adoption. So there are a number of tools available to bring the data from the legacy system, and these tools can automate many manual parts of data transformation, but no tool can replace the human judgment on data accuracy, and fields mapping still remains a work of an experienced consultant. So that is the importance of master data in an SAP system. Thank you for joining me for this training topic and have a nice day. Bye bye.